Very good morning. So we'd like to look at how we could create a ball bearing, deep groove ball bearing from our project parts. So in this example, we need to create a ball bearing by using mechanical design duct part design, and I rename it to deep groove ball bearing. Okay, so in this tutorial, we'll first look at how we create a sample of deep groove ball bearing, and we inside this tutorial we will also look at how we create three different part bodies in one CATIA part drawing. Why we need that? Because this is a ball bearing, so the ball bearing have three different parts, which is the outer ring, the ball bearing, and the inner ring. And all these three parts is actually moving. It is sliding against each other. So if you don't separate it between different parts bodies, so you will have only one steel body, which is the um, normal body that we have created by using part body function, because this is defined by using the boolean definition of 3D model in CATIA. So to start, we click on sketch and we choose the first plane, and my plane will be the ZY axis, YZ plane. And then we start by creating the first sketch, and the first sketch should be the outer ring. So we create it by using profile, and yeah, because the dimension is just between there 20 mm, so I just we create it back. So I start it from above, so I just create a square first, and then we have a curve here where the ball should sit on, and then we create three arc, what do you call it, 3 point arc, and selecting here as our reference point, and then finish the box. Okay, now we have created the first sketch, and then we need to measure it. So the distance between these two should be 23.2, and I take this horizontal line as our middle line, so I will measure it against this and change the dimension 23.2 divided by 2. Alright, so you have seen that this is actually small, so we can because we still don't have any constraint here, we can move it there, then select the outer dimension and measure it. So it is 26 divided by 2. Okay, and then yeah, you can move it down there, zoom it a little bit inside there, and yeah, you can move it. Okay, what can we do now is do the yeah dimension of this. This should be only 1.5 in radius, so yeah, you can see that. Okay, now we make it smaller. Okay, now what we need to do is make sure that this circle, the middle point of the circle, is fixed on the horizontal axis. So we click on coincidence, so it should always be on the vertical axis. Then another dimension that is not shown here is the diameter here and the distance between this point and this line. So the distance between this point and this line is 0.75, and what else, the dimension here is 5. Okay, now we can define these two vertical lines as symmetrical with each other. So the axis is there, click symmetry. Okay, now we have finished our sketch, and then we must have a radius on the both line here. So select the line and select curve, change it to 0.3 as being given there, the same for the edge here. Alright, so we finish our first sketch, and then now we can exit the sketch and do the revolution by using shaft function. Now by clicking on shaft, you have first angle 360 degree. Yeah, it should remain 360 degree, and the selection sketch is this whole sketch, and the axis of rotation should be the horizontal line. So we have the first part body. Okay, this part body should be renamed. Right click on the part body, go to properties, feature properties, and change it to outer ring. Enter. Okay, now next we should create the second body. So we go to insert and click on body, and then do the sketch again. Select the same plane as the previous sketch, and then we can open back the outer ring, hide this 3D model, and unhide or show the sketch only. So what sketch that we need to create here would be our sketch for the ball. Okay, you can use either you want to create a 3-point circle or 3-point arc, depends on you. So we cannot choose any point on the previous sketch because it is from previous sketch. What we can do only is we project a line on it. So we click on the sketch that we want to project, and then click the project function. So we have a line that's already created, and it is exactly on the previous sketch. So next, create the 3-arc circle. Okay, and then we do like this. Right, so we have a complete sketch. We want to measure it, we can measure it. So this should be R1.5. okay, and next is what we need to do is we have to create a vertical line, because we want to create a vertical axis for the ball. So we create a line straight cutting through the diameter of the ball circle, and then we delete the part that we don't need. Okay, now don't forget about this. So this should be hidden. Okay, what I did is I click on the yellow line just now, and then click on construction standard element, and then click on the screen and disable the construction line. Now we have the sketch for the ball. We exit the sketch, and then leave it selected in orange. Click on shaft again, and it's already been defined. Only the selection, only the axis rotation is not defined. Okay, see, we define it as the vertical line there. Click OK. So we have the first ball of our ball bearing, and then what we need to do now is to project it, or to create a circular pattern. So because this is a complete crown or complete circle, we select complete crown, and the instance is 16. The reference element should be y-axis. So because this is the axis of rotation, so we have the y-axis there, and the object is already selected, current solid. Click OK. So we have the 16 ball bearings. So how can we choose how many balls that should be inserted in our bearing? That is actually a formula there. You can refer the formula from our machine design book, or look at deep groove ball bearing catalog. So there is a equation there. We will look at the equation later on. Okay, now we have finished our sketch of the ball and the outer ring. Now we need to continue with our with our third body. So we click insert and insert body, and from here we rename it to inner ring. Enter, and create a sketch again on the same plane as the previous. Alright, so I need to hide the 3D body. And then okay, and then project a line on this body. Not just that, yeah, I want to project line. Select this line and select this sketch. Okay, so we have our sketch there, and then just yeah, do the free sketch. Okay, alright, and change it here. Okay, now what we want to do with these sketches will be just hide it, disable it back. Right now we do the uh, dimensioning. So check back here, this is 1.5 and these two should have a distance of 0.75. Yep, so this should be fixed together, horizontal. And then we do the measurement between these two lines. According to the drawing, this dimension should be 17 divided by 2, and this should be 10.1. So because we already defined here, we don't need to define it again, so we delete it there. And what else? Yeah, the two lines here should be symmetrical, and the distance should be 5 mm. Okay, and then we need to create the curve, sorry, on the outer radius here, 0.3, and this also 0.3. Alright, okay, take it out. We look at this back. Yeah, it is 0.3. And then we have the sketch finish, so just exit the sketch and we do the shaft rotation again. The axis of rotation is again the same as y-axis, so we click on OK, hide the sketches, and then show the body. Sorry. Alright, so we have finished creating our first exemplar of a deep groove ball bearing, and yeah, can rearrange it like that. Now we need to assign material, and because ball bearing should be in metal, so we choose steel for each part. Outer ring, oh, I haven't renamed this yet. Apply material, okay, so, but don't worry, we'll do it just after this. And rename this by clicking alternate enter, change it to ball bearing, enter. Now we have all these three parts, steel, and we can minimize back the tree. Alright, so okay, what we need to do now is just save it. Okay,